the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Mackenzie Gore won't go any further tonight. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. Now a right-handed arm out of the bullpen, Paul Skeens. He's into the game with the bases empty.
It's a tough pitch, that's a ball. But in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, that's a ball. Guys aren't touched it.
Next offering is foul bounce. Here's a 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Back-to-back strikeouts.
Well, that splitter out of the hand, it just sort of jumps on you, and your interpretation is, here comes a fastball again. Well, it never really reaches because the bottom falls out of it, and you swing over the top, and that's why they call it a split-finger fastball, because it looks like a four-seamer.
Tucker in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Yankees up big in this one, and we're the top half of the sixth. Ball. Way out front for strike two.
That's crazy, man.
Two down, nobody on.
Really good take, especially with two strikes.
Got him swinging. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. Not looking good. They're down 10-0. World Series Game 3. And stepping in for the Yankees, Brent Rooker. So now it's Corey Seager. Cole Reagans taking over on the mound.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. And there's a ball.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the low.
Challenge from behind the dish here. So the call stands. So that removes their last challenge. Swing and a miss, and him out front for the strikeout. That one blasted deep to right. That's back. And that one's gone. Their first hit finally comes on a homer. And they're on the board. It's 13-1.
Well, there goes the shutout. Just like that. They're still behind, but this is a start. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
One down. Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Cody Clemens. And that one pulled foul.
What?
One down. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And there's 2 away.
Up next to the Dodgers, the first baseman, Michael Gill.
It blew up.
It's like really blowing up.
Seriously?
And time is called for a mound visit now. Big moment in this game, so they'll talk it over. Brandon Walter gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Two down, bases empty, but 1 run across here in the late stages of Game 3. This one ripped, but foul to the right. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning.
Making it look easy at the keystone position. Definitely worth another look. He'll get some high fives when he gets into the dugout.
Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
The second baseman.
Digging in, Andy Pappas. So they turn things over to the righty, Camilo Doval.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
This one smoked on its way out of here. And they cut into the deficit.
First pitch hacking, and it paid off for him in a big way. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in Game 3 of the World Series. And that's a base hit. Well, maybe that will end up getting him going.
Yeah, he really simplified there. Kept his shoulders square to the plate and wasn't trying to overswing. I think that's the key for him to have success through the rest of this series.
Liner, base hit. Lead runner holds up. They're first and second with nobody out.
Up next to the Dodgers,
Tommy Edman at the plate.
Edman.
Slider clips the zone.
That's the ball low.
Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And a ball and 2 strikes. This one popped up. Lombard has a beat on it. Makes the grab.
Up next to bat, the right fielder, Kyle Tucker.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Camilo Doval departs, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners. So a lefty out of the pen, Max Fried. The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball. And it's fouled away. The 0-1.
Ball.
And it's fouled off. Two on, 1 out. Swing and a ground ball. And foul ball. The 1-2. Swing and he breaks his back. To second, but he beats the throw. Save. All loaded up. Here comes Corey Seager. 0 for 3 in this one.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
All loaded up, and we're in the top of the 8th. On the ground at first, and that's foul. Now an 0-2 from Fried. Swing and a miss. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
That's me.
Stowers on third. Kim on second. Tucker at first. 2 out of the inning. That one lifted to left. And that is that. So they get 1, but end up leaving the bases loaded. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. The Yanks lead it 14-2. You're watching the World Series on the show. Back at Yankee Stadium, bottom of the 8th. George Lombard Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees.
He's running at first for the Yankees. Number
First base.
70, Garrett Hughes.
3.
And at the plate for the Dodgers, Cody Clemens.
Number 8, Cody.
Max Fried will go to work.
Hee-haw.
Looks like he was trying to get to the front door with that curveball. It's definitely a finesse pitch, but it backed up a little bit on him and stayed inside.
That's off the inside corner. Ball 2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. one hammered center field. Win going back. And it's caught just in front of the wall.
The first baseman, Michael Vick.
This guy's usually not one to chase pitches off the plate, but he did there. We'll see if he can tighten up his zone a little bit.
Popped in the air, left field. 2 down. So last chance for the Dodgers. Andy Pajas getting ready to hit. Out towards left center. Out on the move to the gap. He's got it. Ball game. The Yankees take a commanding 3-0 series lead with a chance to wrap it up tomorrow here at home.
All this team needs is one more win, but when you're playing in the postseason, it's not just a win of a game, it's a win of an inning. It's a win of an at-bat, it's a win of a pitch count, and that's what they're going to need to do in the next game to take the series.
Well, Siggy, it wasn't pretty, but here's another look at the final line.
Yeah, Boog, this one wasn't close. Not a lot of drama at the end either, and you just don't see a lot of blowouts in the postseason.
14-2 at the end of this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long. From Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, the World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers taking on the New York Yankees. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And Siggy, there's been a lot to talk about already in this series as we head into Game 4.
Well, the number one thing to discuss is just how lopsided this series has been. You know, you get to this point of the season, Boog, and you expect both teams to be on pretty even ground, but it's not played out that way at all. And when a team takes care of business with such dominance and gets out to a 3-0 lead, I just can't see this series lasting much longer.
Yeah, that's usually the way it goes. But hey, coming back to win the series has been done before. First pitch coming your way next. And on the hill in this one, David Bednar. What's the word on him?
Well, it's a three-pitch mix in the repertoire for this starter. He's going to have to command all three if he's going to have success on the hill today.
Okay, all set to go. Here's Kyle Tucker.
The right fielder, number 23, Kyle Tucker.
And that's how Game 4 gets underway.
Well, coming off of a blowout loss in the previous game, this lineup can't try to do too much. They've just got to stay within themselves, take each pitch, each at-bat, one by one, and try to push runs across as often as possible.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Here's a 2-2. Outside. Got him. And one out back. Time to check out the Dodgers lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singing.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
Here's a 1-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. Here in the Bronx, just getting settled into this one. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
That one laced to center and a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Back there does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits that...
Cody Clemens now at the plate. And that drops in for a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Smith leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
That's the ball.
In the dirt, blocked. Three-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Payoff pitch. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Stays alive. The kick, the 3-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Here comes a 3-2. About to see the 11th pitch of the at-bat here. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Fights it off. You'll see another. Got it. Swinging for the strikeout. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. And now the Bombers will get their shot. No score. This is the World Series on the show. Back for more from the Bronx. And taking the ball for the Dodgers, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. How about a report on him, Chris?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
The 4th game of the World Series. All set for the start of the inning. Michael Busch steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Out of the bullpen for the Yankees, Todd Ingebrigtsen. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And that's got extra bases written all over it. And he starts off the second with a double.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Paz matched a homer in his last game.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Man at second.
That's the ball.
On the ground, right side. Handles, throws to first. 1 out and second.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Kyle Stowers swings through it for strike 1. This one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close. One away with a runner at third. Here in Game 4 of the World Series. Sets him down on strikes. He's got to be frustrated with that call.
Well, you know that's got to be very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well. And you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
Inside, almost got him. In the air, left field, Bellinger in a full sprint. Grabs it on the run. And that is that. So the Dodgers lead 1. They trail here 1-0. Back in the Bronx, bottom half of inning number 2, Cody Bellinger stepping in.
3. straight.
Tommy Edman at the plate. Let's talk about great individual postseasons. One that really sticks out to me is Ricky Anderson in 1989. He hit .441 with 3 homers and 11 stolen bases, leading Oakland to a World Series championship.
Man, when I think about great postseason performances, hard to top Carlos Beltran in 2004. 8 homers and 6 steals in 12 games with the Houston Astros. He didn't even get to play in the World Series that year. It was a good changeup to hit up in the zone. I don't think he recognized it. I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt.
Hey, thanks.
Gets him. 1 away on a drop third strike. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called third strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
Hard hit left side. Fires in time.
The batter, number 5. Designated hitter, Corey Seager.
Here's Siegs to the plate now. He's 0 for 1. Outside low, and it's 1-1. Left field. Bellinger giving chase. Got it. Really had to move for that catch. And that'll do it. Dodgers down in order. They're down 1-0. Back here in New York, here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Will Smith to the plate. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
This is a batter right here who really produces in these night games, and we saw the latest example of it in his first AB.
Foul ball there. This to center field. And that'll fall for a base hit. And a man aboard.
He made that look easy, keeping his bat in the zone on plane for a long time. That leads to a high contact rate and more barrels, Boog. Even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Swinging a foul out of play.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Foul ball still a 1-2 count. Tying run is at first here in Game 4 of the World Series. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him, man. You know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
One out, man at first. Michael Bush steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Right through there for a strike. All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Man at first, one away. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 1-2. In the dirt. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. That one is absolutely belted. That's down. One hops off the wall. Headed for the plate. The relay. He's safe. We're tied at 1.
Gets it done to drive in the run and tie it back up. As soon as that one shot off his barrel, he was thinking extra bases. Really nice job of getting the bat out front, but not hooking around it or rolling over it. Just kept the swing on plane and smoked that thing into the gap.
The skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Todd Ingebrigtsen out of the game, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back. Paul Skeens gets the ball now.
It's very sad.
Strike on the inside corner.
I agree with you. 100%.
Just
That's
missed.
inside.
One out, the runner at second. Top half of inning number 4. Swings over the top of that one.
Well, when those hitters count, sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
That one is upstairs.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
And a swing and a miss. That's out number 2.
Well, that splitter out of the hand, it just sort of jumps on you, and your interpretation is here comes a fastball again. Well, it never really reaches because the bottom falls out of it and you swing over the top, and that's why they call it a split-finger fastball, because it looks like a four-seamer.
Who's Will going to stay with?
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Kyle Stowers digs in now. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. Runner at second, 2 down. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Doesn't stop, heads for home. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Well, it's pretty difficult to throw a base runner out at the plate with 2 outs on a base hit to the outfield, but an excellent job of coming up with it, getting rid of it quickly, and throwing on the money. That is great technique from start to finish. Nice job to end the inning.
Right.
The 4th game of the World Series. So now the Yankees clean up.
Ooh. Wait, what?
That's ball 4.
What?
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Hesung Kim. And there's a foul ball. Kim, in his 6th season, 31 years old, usually a second baseman, but today starting at shortstop. And he hits a ground ball right side. Rooker steps on the bag, 1 away here in the 5th.
Up next to the Dodgers, the second baseman, Tommy Edman.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they creeping into my mind right now.
That's a strike.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
And down on strikes. And a couple of quick outs.
Pretty much textbook pitching for the 3-pitch K right there. Jumped ahead 0-2 on 2 pitches he didn't want to go after at the plate. Then, knowing he's going to be a little more aggressive, trying to protect, he expands just out of the zone where he couldn't do anything with it. He gets the strikeout and keeps the pitches thrown to a minimum. Very nice.
Tucker in the box again, takes a strike. Two down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Late on that fastball.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. Halfway home. All even, 1 apiece. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Mason Wynn stepping in now for the Yankees. There's a swing and a drive. That one's back. And it one-hops the wall. In safely with a leadoff double. Go-ahead runs in scoring position.
Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
First pitch swinging.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to...
Ball 4, take the base. 3.
Number 7,
Safe.
Deliver a powerful message as we join our partners stand up to cancer and reaffirm our commitment to the fight against cancer. Major League Baseball, its fans, players, and coaches are united in our determination to defeat this disease for our friends, our families, and our communities. For more information and how you can help, go to standuptocancer.org.
This is a very important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard. It's shut down inning time.
Next pitch misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Liner caught at second.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
So the Dodgers are going to have to try and come from behind and try and get that offense going. Up the middle by Fires to first on the run, and very nicely done for the out.
Up next is the third baseman, number 8, Cody Clemens.
2 down, bases empty. Now the third baseman, Cody Clemens. There's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
Ball, outside.
Hopefully your weird girlfriend doesn't show up again.
2 down, nobody on. Here in Game 4 of the World Series. Fights that one away, still 1-2. 2 down, nobody on. Strike 3, Paul schemes with the strikeout. Dodgers go down quietly. They're down 5-1. Bottom of the 6th. In now is the Yankees DH, Jose Altuve. And here's the first baseman, Michael Busch. The Dodgers in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at bat out of him right here.
1 pitch and 1 out.
Up next to the Dodgers, the center fielder, number 44, Andy Crawford.
Fought off foul. Got him swinging. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
2 outs, base is empty. And up next for Los Angeles, Kyle Stowers.
Well, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first hit.
That one ripped left field. Bellinger going back. And that one is off the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Showed off some really nice oppo pop with that swing and just couldn't get it over the fence. But I absolutely love everything about that approach and the mechanics right there.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Runner at second.
Late here in Game 4.
Strike 3. Skeen says sit down. 1 left for L.A. They're down here 5-1. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Hunter Gaddis.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
So here is Bryce Harper.
The right fielder, number 34, Bryce Harper. He's running at first for the Yankees. Number 88, Richard Matt. He's running at second base. Number 18.
The 4th game of the World Series. Ready to begin the 8th. Tommy Edman step.
Because they're going to say we can do it better, even though these guys are so they got
the Dodgers. Drew Romo, the new catcher now.
Outside.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Stays alive. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Foul ball. On the ground. Throws to first in time. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. 2 down, base is empty. Seager stands in down. 0 for 3 in this one. On the ground to Jazz. Tosses to first, and Seager is set down. That ends the inning. It's the Yankees 5 and the Dodgers 1. Back at Yankee Stadium and stepping in for the Yankees, George Lombard Jr.
You know, these Yankees, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've lost.
He's running at first. Number 76.
The batter now will be Will Smith.
That's Kobe Mayo. Call himself out in the dugout. Here's the situation, though. I'm going to defend him a little bit. Dave Cavalli's on the bump. He's retired 13 of the last 14 batters. They've got a 4-0 lead. O's have done nothing. And the first batter, leading on the first pitch, he hits a home run. And he gets to round the bases, and he gets to flap his wings.
Strike 2.
Well, you got to find a way to catch up to that pitch. Perhaps shorten the swing, eliminate the stride. That one came in hot, but right down the middle, you're saying to yourself, how did I miss that pitch? Got to make a quick adjustment.
Swings through it for the K. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Up next for the Dodgers, the third baseman, number 8, Cody Clemens.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. In the zone for a strike. That was the sweeper. Swing and a ground ball. And foul ball. 1 down, base is empty here in the 9th. right side. Fair ball. And no throw for some reason as he reaches first. That's got to be an error.
Up next for the Dodgers, the first baseman, Michael Bush.
One down. Michael Bush steps to the plate for the Dodgers. On the ground to the left. Over to Jazz. There's one. And they're back on top of the baseball world. The Yankees are once again World Series champs.
A huge congrats to the World Series champs. This was an incredibly special team all season long, and what I love most is that these home fans that supported this team game in and game out, they got to witness it in their home ballpark. So many memories over this season, but in this game, this city is already going crazy.
Welcome back on the show as we see some of the final moments and reactions in this World Series clinching game. And now let's go down on the field where they're set to present the Commissioner's Trophy to the World Series champs. Singleton, our outstanding crew. I'm John Shelby. This has been the World Series on MLB The Show.